recommendation to 407-808-8398. And again, my guest today is attorney Dennis Salvagio. He has been a lawyer right here in Orlando for 38 years. He is focused on criminal defense. You might also know him as the fat guy, Orlando Magic's #1 fan. Dennis knows a lot of people out there in Orlando, gives a lot back to this community. If you've happened to run across Dennis, or you know him, or you've seen him at some of the charitable causes that he helps to promote, why don't you give us a call and say hello to Dennis on the air right now, 407-290-0058. So Dennis, let's talk about just some of the ways that you give back to the Central Florida community, and I'll let you pick one of the ways.
Okay, well, I think what happened was when I realized that the fat guy wasn't going to go away, I understood also that with notoriety comes some responsibility. And so we've been able to set up a golf tournament. The golf tournament raises, we just had it a couple weeks ago. It raises about $35,000 to $40,000 a year. It helps a local charity, Threshold, which deals with autistic children and adults. And at one point we had a race. Outback Steakhouse took it over. But these are the kinds of things we started out with. We have a number of charities that I help with my preseason tickets. I give all of my preseason tickets to single mothers, and then we do have a situation where people can go out and have dinner with me. And I got to tell you, the people of Boggy Creek had their gala last week, and the tickets and the night out with me and my wife went for $21,000. I just think that's remarkable. That is the most money we've ever gotten in one lump like that. And I'm just going to have to go to Magic and say, hey, I got to get better seats for this game for these folks.
Well, just so we're perfectly clear, whoever bid on those tickets for $22,000 to support Boggy Creek, what they got with that was, in a sense, going to dinner with you and your wife, and probably an invitation for two, I guess, right?
That's correct.
And then going to dinner and then attending the Magic game together.
That's correct. And that's something we do. Unfortunately, I never have enough games to take care of the charities that we help, but nonetheless, it's a good way of raising money for the charity. I also MC a lot of events. One of them is the Chef's Challenge, where we get two local chefs together and they battle it out, and the people that go raise money for the charity. It's great.
And
have a lot of fun.
Just out of curiosity, are you going out and choosing charities that you want to support, or I'm sure charities are coming to you and asking for your support, but how are you choosing charities? Do you have some issues that are personal to you and your family?
Well, I'm fortunate. My family's pretty well off in that regard. We're all healthy. So Threshold was one of the groups that I went to, because the charity that I was helping with the golf tournament folded, and they got a grant. They joined another charity, so I didn't have a charity to help with the golf tournament. Then we asked Threshold if they'd like to be the beneficiary of it. They said, of course, and they took over the fact that they would accept the money that we raised.
So between sharing your Magic basketball game tickets with other charities, what would be the total number of charities that you think you're supporting one way or another, either financially or emceeing them? How many would that add up to?
Well, I knew you were going to ask me that question, so I kind of tried to count them. I think we help 62 different local charities total, but we can't do that every year. We have to kind of switch them back and forth.
Well, I'm just so pleased about that. And again, folks, I'm talking with attorney Dennis Salvagio. He's been a lawyer here in Orlando for 38 years and is using his fame as a fat guy with the Orlando Magic towards giving back to the community. And we'd love to hear that, coming from a lawyer. And we appreciate all your assistance with that. Dennis, let's just totally change gears for a minute, because we do have a question